Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library YouTube channel. Today we are going to see what are the block diagrams and definition and what are the important parts of the block diagram we will see today. See, if you see the definition of the block diagram, actually it is a practical representation, that is a pictorial representation of the system. Okay, pictorial representation of the cause and effect relations. So whenever you want to see the any control system, so it should be represented in the form of what is the cause for that system and what is the effect of that system. In that relationship we are going to define the input and output of physical system. So we have to represent what is the input and output of the physical system. So which equations can be written in the form of cause and effect. So that diagram, that equations can be represented in the form of one block diagram, that is called as a block diagram representation here. So in other words, we can say it is a practical representation of a control system. So is its block diagram. So it is also a practical representation. You want to represent any system with practical, that means what is the input for that system and what is the output, final expectation of the output, you can represent with the block diagrams. And also complete control systems can be connected and can be represented with a required number of blocks. So we have to connect with the required number of interconnected blocks. So you have to take the required number of interconnected blocks. So we can represent the different components of physical system, so with different interconnected blocks, so that you are going to get finally what is the input and what is the output. That is the basic definition of the block diagram. See, let us see what are the elements are present of a block diagram. If you see the different elements present in the block diagrams are, first one is it is a block, second one is summing point, third one is takeoff point, another thing is arrows. Let us see each definition. If you observe the block, so it is a symbol for mathematical operation of the input signal to the block that produces the output. So whenever you want to see the block can be represented in block diagrams, all system variables are linked to the each other through blocks. So let us see what is the meaning of the block. See, here I am taking one of the block here, so which is having an input of R of s and the output we are expecting is C of s, and here G of s is the one block. So this entire square box or rectangular box will represent the block of this, the given symbol. So we can say for the given mathematical operation. So what we are giving the input for this mathematical operation, that is R of s is the input and C of s is the output signal. So this is the basic definition of the block. It is a symbol for the mathematical operation. So next we will say what is the summing point. Summing points are used to add two or more signals. So whenever you want to see, here I am taking signal A and signal B also here. Whenever I want to add these two signals, so finally you are going to get the resultant will be A minus B. So here you are getting A minus B, that is called as the summing point. And let us take another example also. Here if you want to add two signals, once again here A and here B, let us see the output will be A plus B. So whenever you want to add two signals, we are using this summing point, and the summing point, how it is represented, inside the circle you will have one cross product. Here the symbols will be given, whether it may be added or subtraction, whatever it may be, you can write here. So that can be right here also. So A plus of minus B also we can write like this. So that means whenever you want to add two signals, two or more signals, we are going to use this summing point. That is the definition of the summing point. Let us see what is the meaning of the takeoff point. A point from which signal from a block goes concurrently to other blocks or summing point. See, let us see the example of the takeoff point. So I have taken a takeoff point here. See, if you observe, this is called as a takeoff point. So from this takeoff point, the signals will concurrently goes to other blocks or other summing points also. We can call it as the takeoff point. So see, what is the meaning of the arrows here? So arrows will indicate the direction of flow of signal. So whenever you have considered for any block, so we are representing with the arrows. So these arrows will indicate the direction of flow of signal. So in which direction you are giving the input and in which direction you are going to get the output. So we are using that arrows for the flow of signal. For the flow of signal, we are going to use this arrows. So that's all in this video. In the next video, we will see what is the transfer function of a closed loop control system. Thank you. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. So if you have any query, please make comment in the comment box. I can reply. Thank you very much.